All right, fellow babies, I'm going to go through some of the more popular Xbox Next rumors, and we're going to rate them. We're going to see what I think about the likelihood of these happening. Some of these are new to me. Some of these I haven't heard before. So Respawn Entertainment, that's the studio that was founded by Jason West and Vince Zampella. Jason apparently has left, so Vince is running the studio, but it's the old Infinity Ward guys. About 35 of the maybe 100 Infinity Ward guys work there. They're making another game. It apparently is codenamed Titan, and they've registered that name, so that was news to me. Last I heard, Titan was a Blizzard MMO, so we'll see what Blizzard's going to do about that. Anyway, the rumor is it's going to be an Xbox platform exclusive. Now, I have to say, that sounds strange to me, but the more I reflect upon it, if it's a next-gen game only, how many copies realistically are you going to sell? Probably not that many until the platform develops. Can, Xbox, Electronic Arts, can they get together and agree we're going to do an exclusive for a year? Sure they can. And I think that Microsoft would pay up for a one-year exclusive to a high-profile game. It will probably help them sell 500,000 consoles. When you think about the math on a console, the lifetime value of an Xbox is probably $1,000 or $2,000 to Microsoft. So if they sell an extra million, let's just say at $1,000 lifetime value, that's a crazy, crazy number. That's like $1 billion in value. Of course, they're willing to subsidize some of the cost of foregoing the PS4 SKU for a year or two. So yeah, I think that one's probably pretty highly likely. I'd give that one a 90. Hadn't heard it before, so whoever came up with that one, pretty good rumor. Microsoft will release an Xbox Mini, which includes 360 hardware and no disk drive. The Mini will attach to the next Xbox for 100% backward compatibility. This rumor came from Paul Thurrott, T-H-U-R-R-O-T, who's an ex-Microsoft guy. He's pretty connected. He hears stuff from inside Microsoft. I'd give that one, not the specifics of it, but the direction of it, 100. It's going to happen. And again, people who care can get one, and people who don't care don't have to get one. My guess is this Mini is going to be priced at like $100, so that's actually kind of cool. But the question I really have for you gamers out there is, why the hell do you care? It's like, if you don't have an Xbox 360, then you don't have any Xbox 360 games. If you do have an Xbox 360, then use it to play your old games. Why do you need to buy another thing? Oh, I get it, because you want to trade in your 360 so you can afford an next Xbox. What are you going to get for it? $100? What's the Mini going to cost you? $100? This is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I actually do believe it's happening, but if you actually buy one, you're a dumb shit. Sorry, I really believe that. Here's another great one. Great rumor. I love this rumor. Microsoft plans to revive NBC's canceled superhero drama Heroes for Xbox programming. I'd give that about a 0. Hayden Panettiere, I think she's on a show called Nashville, right? Yeah. So she's probably not allowed to work on another series. So I would guess if they make it, she's in it. And if she's not in it, it's not as good. And I don't get why Microsoft would spend money doing an original series for Xbox programming. Again, I don't really want to give it a 0. Microsoft actually has a group of people who are responsible for original Xbox programming, television. So they got to be doing something. So why not Heroes? I just personally think it's stupid. So let's raise that 0 to 50-50, and let's give it a 0 in terms of good idea. It's not a good idea. By the way, just for you guys who don't really understand television, when shows get canceled, it's because nobody's watching. So if nobody's watching, there's really not a lot of demand. I know you guys are going to say, what about Arrested Development? It's coming back on Netflix. Yeah, let's see how it goes. There's only one season. Netflix doesn't have the rights to anything beyond that. Let's see how the one season does first. If it does really well, then maybe there's a shot. And that was a really cool show. The next Xbox may require an online connection to start games, though implemented as an option for publishers. You know, I put that in my top 3 Xbox predictions. I think the online connection is a certainty. I think you are always going to have to be connected. And let's differentiate between always on and always connected. I don't think the box has to always be on. I think the box has to always be connected. It will turn on its own when it needs a software update. It will turn on when you walk in the room and say, you know, hey, Xbox, turn on, here I am, I'm ready to play. I'm not sure that the light on the camera is going to be on. I'm not sure that you're going to be, you know, filmed when you're naked, even though I've speculated this as much. And so I don't even know what this option for publishers means. I think if you own an Xbox, you're probably going to have to connect to the internet. That's a problem for guys who live in areas that have poor broadband, you know, options. It's a problem for people who live in their attic or their basement and play their games there. If you don't run a cable or have Wi-Fi there, it's going to be a problem to get an Xbox. I think that's the kind of thing Microsoft's going to take a chance. So I would say 90% likely that the next Xbox is always connected. Microsoft is 6 months behind in producing next-gen content, has canceled several failing projects, and has been aggressively trying to assign exclusive games. I guess my answer to this is, where do people make this shit up? So none of this is right and none of it's wrong. So every single comment in here, just substitute the word Microsoft and put in anybody else's name who makes games. EA is 6 months behind in producing next-gen content. Yeah, on some of its games. Activision is 6 months behind. Yeah, on some of its games. Rockstar is 6 months behind. In their dreams, they're 2 years behind. You know, let's replace Microsoft on the next one. Has canceled several failing projects. Just fill in the blank. Has canceled several failing projects. Everybody in this frickin' industry cancels failing projects. What a stupid comment. And then has been aggressively trying to sign exclusive games. No shit, Sherlock, that's what it's all about. So yeah. So the answer is 100%. This is absolutely accurate. Who cares? This is exactly how the industry works. Welcome to the video game industry. Who is the dumbass who came up with this rumor? Oh, now that I know Kotaku came up with that, respect. It must be right. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. God, that was stupid. Kotaku writes shit like that and people click on it?
See all of our shows and game reviews now on the brand new GT app on Xbox Live and the GT Originals iOS app too.